Streaming for 4.5 hours. It's time to finally get to this. I need to get to Ino. I just need her. That's all I care about.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal.
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again?
Isn't that just how we roll? We're not being tailed by Star Fontanian reporters, that is.
Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon
Oh,
saw on the way
shut
over.
up. Is she fucking here again? Oh, okay. I thought it was fucking...
Seriously think we'd let you leave without a
I thought it was gonna be Charlotte again. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? She will not leave us alone. Although I think she had trouble even getting into that one. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, come on, traveler. We've already made all the preparations. And most importantly, how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord!
Got all red-handed
A
again.
little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nodcry. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
So it was you.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
No, it's not. Even in real life, I do the same thing. If I'm not gonna come back to an area, I literally just fuck off and I don't say anything.
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Shaska, Ian-san, Auroron, even the Pyro Archon herself. You're invited too, Anefa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait,
Interesting.
so robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo!
Let me grab and put enough in the... Oh, there he is. Hello, Mr. Fatui man. I want to put an F in the party. I'm going to switch back to the Electrocharge party now that I'm not worried about fighting stuff.
Spit it out then.
They've set off.
Just as my calculations projected.
Who's this voice?
About time I met this variable in person.
Oh, Sandrone. Song of the Welkin Moon. Finally, we get her.
Every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun.
Yeah, Sandra.
This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
In other words,
Oh, it's
Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from...
it's forcing it forward. Does it force it? Does it force it through? If I do this, it does.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually
What?
kind of makes sense.
Okay, it's
What about
forced you
Anefa?
through because it's moving.
Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way round.
Anyway, I've been waiting on Sandrone since she was
When did you learn
initially
that
shown.
now? What was the moment you felt like you
I wanted
got Nodcry?
the girl with the big robot.
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to...
The Welkin Moon.
Here we are. Paimon, Traveler, we have arrived in Nodcry.
Oh, wow!
I've already seen it. I already have 50% exploration in the back area.
Welcome to Nodcry.
I literally am just waiting on Ino now. Oh, we're actually seeing a bunch of the characters. There's Flynn. It's the character I'm waiting for. Not for him himself, but for Ino, actually. To get that...
That must be Nasha Town up ahead! That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right?
Okay, finally, I get a point where it's not forcing the story forward. But yeah, when Sandra was initially shown off in the... What's it called? They showed a bunch of the Tui Harbingers. I'd been waiting for Sandrone ever since. She's so interesting to me. I really want to see the character who experiments the uh, with the Conrian technology. Do I know
That
I'm
is
being
correct,
watched?
Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Notcry.
This really be?
Oh, sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties. Huh? Is something up, traveler?
Paimon, this is where our spaceship landed when Ether and I first arrived in Tevat.
Oh, well, that's a revelation.
Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before?
Well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Ether waking me up and us leaving the ship.
So the ship is here.
But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Notcry, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy. That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Notcry. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki?
Certainly feels similar to Phlogiston, yet also somehow different. Maybe they both belong to the light realm, the Lord of the Night mentioned. Still, this feeling, there's no doubt about it. It's the same power I felt the first time I set foot into that
Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually
door.
find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
It was near a beach.
Notcry is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its
There's
coastline.
also a mountain.
Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. Let's just do what we've always done. And
I mean, yeah, it's been like
keep
500
searching
years.
for. Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here?
Literally half a millennia.
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Notcry surely counts as a big step forward, huh?
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself.
We find our spaceship, maybe the flight logs could tell us something. The last chance to get to the bottom of all this. The truth must be out there somewhere, buried in this land.
Well, as the best guide in the whole of Tevat, Notcry, here we come!
Well, it's already an interesting start for sure. But I really just don't care as much about this part. I really just want to get to Aino, please. I've been waiting for her. I even built a weapon for her. I built the event weapon specifically to get to put it on her. Which, I never actually ascended it, did I? I can craft enough. I can't ascend it.
It just occurred to Paimon, if we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Notcry, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild?
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road and you'll reach it.
Huh? What in Tevat is that? Looks kinda like a ceiling.
That is a Kuhanki, a species unique to the land of Notcry.
A Kuhenki?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the Kuhenki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
So I'm guessing Columbina is the moon goddess.
The moon goddess?
Although Notcry lies on Snezhnaya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the Angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
Wow!
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frost Moon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a Kuhenki lies in the single digits.
And then I wonder if the players gonna ever notice who Columbina is, because that is straight up just a harbinger that is on that fucking pedestal. It is not just it is not just the moon goddess. It is still a member of the Fatui.
Is this a travel guide?
What? No fucking way. Whose Runners Books Investment Portfolio Bookstore provides not only knowledge but also hope. Investment books, Christopher Sherlock, Investor, Investment Forio.
Are there any particular points of interest?
Oh, it all looks pretty interesting to Pine.
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores.
Yikes! Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, Ineva's gonna put her out of a job?
You haven't really done much guiding, like, since the very beginning of the game. Yeah, seriously, I think the models got better. Like, just in general. Oh. What? I just heard a chest open. I don't know, man. Hello. Touch. Oh. You're walking away from me. I'm not gonna do that. It's just like almost hitting it.
Wow! Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcry as an adventurer's paradise.
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Notcry's past, the Age of the Fae. Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Nodcry. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory.
What happened?
There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nodcry, and for a time it was left desolate, heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished. That Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope. Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration. Today, no official authority governs Nodcry. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be. The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there?
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold, but according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The Wild Hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nodcry?
Doesn't pose a great threat to the people living here.
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that?
You're saying people act...
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer, but the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity.
Oh, when you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild hunt at bay.
Absolutely. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Barca waiting. Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early.
Have faith in the people of Mondstadt, Paimon.
You're right about that.
It's time. What time? It is a time. And what does it mean to be a time? It means it's time to get drunk. It's how they function. They get drunk. What the fuck is this? This place is too twisty-turny. God, memorizing this place is gonna probably be like when I've tried to memorize fucking Sumeru City. I still haven't done that. Sumeru City is a pain in my ass. To be fair, I hate Sumeru entirely. As much as some people may not like to hear that, I did not like Sumeru. I hate exploring it.
Here we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter.
No matches.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
He is the Grand Master of the Knights, after all. Let me reset this team. Let's say I was going to go back to being an Electrocharge
I
team.
have high hopes for this journey.
Where is she?
Warm-up complete.
What?
Take heart. Victory will be ours.
Wait, you give Moonsign now? Oh, Nev's in the part the Moonsign's level increased by 1. Interesting. I did not know she did that. Okay. Hey, yo.
Huh? Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Inef.
Hello there, Demian.
You know each other?
Of course! Inef is a regular here at the flagship.
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natland, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Aww.
Actually it's cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Anefa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet. I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natland, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned.
Yep, that's so. From the sound.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
There it is.
I can't believe he's made such a name for himself. No.
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinjarvi.
Huh? Where's the...
It's a lake in the northern part of Nodcry. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourself.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern.
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's
Huh.
paid for it in advance, too.
My man, but I'll be honest, you don't need to do that. Dude, I have a fucking mansion that I can pop out of a fucking kettle.
Whoa! It's so generous of him!
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Anefa.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage?
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves.
Oh,
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so...
thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%.
Oh, right.
There's a fucking Fatui recruiter, like a fucking sort of military recruiter that just shows up at the school. Leave me alone! Well, they don't show up at school. They show up like fucking everywhere. They tried to do it at fucking like anime conventions. Like, what the fuck's
Pretty
wrong
nice
with you?
having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right? Though, to be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town. You mean it's got something to do with Nodcry's history?
How much do you really bring with you? How much do you have?
Should we try the berries
Put away.
and fried meat too?
Oh, Flynn.
Oh, sorry about that.
Please, there's no need to apologize. If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry.
Dude.
Clearly, I shouldn't have
He's
gotten
so
lost in the
hot!
middle of a hallway.
Unironically, I love this design. I love the cloak. It's so good looking. Not to mention the way his hair looks and his eyes. He's such a unique character among the Genshin cast. I love this dude. I'm gonna pull for him 100%.
Wait a sec. Are you staying in the room next to Art?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first. Allow me to introduce myself.
Viral
My name is Kirill
Kumodovich
Chudamirovich Flintz.
Chudomirovich.
Just call me Flintz.
Whoa, that's an impressively long name for sure.
Is this like trying to count it? Kirill Chudomirovich Flins. That's a cool. I'm gonna be honest. That's a fucking sick ass name.
Oh, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya. At least in the past.
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. I've been to a bunch of nations already, but
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Oh,
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodcry, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
the burial grounds?
Yes, death.
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay. But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth.
Oh,
I was
so
right.
it's all about fighting against the abyss.
Although it's less of
Sounds
people
like
who
a
were
tough
already
job.
alive being corrupted, the people who were already dead. So literal zombies.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she is still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living. Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch over.
Right.
Then allow me
He's
to wish you
fucking
a
joking.
traditional Ratnik
This
farewell.
Joker.
See you by the graveside.
I'll see you by the graveside.
Oh,
See you 6 feet underground.
what a weirdo. Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kind of spooky. His lantern? No? Huh. Guess you've always had a nose for stuff like this. Hey, don't you start spouting all that weird stuff too.
Incredible. Leave with the flagship. Come on, when do I get to do I know stuff? Please. I beg of you. You get Kushina basically immediately. So I was hoping it was going to be that quick too.
Paimon almost forgot something super important. Were we gonna go try out the berries and fried meat?
So left that craving by the
And
graveside.
now, heading all the way
Shut
back
the
to the
fuck up.
flagship feels like such a waste.
Please, accept today's boon. Come night or day, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Huh? What's going on over there?
Yeah,
Free food? Wow! The people here are so nice! Quick, let's grab some too.
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Huh? How'd you know we were travelers?
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing if you're wandering.
The birds and the... What now?
Are you really not used to the religious shtick at this point?
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost
She's
Moon
very pretty.
Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here's the traveler.
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew.
The finest you found?
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. As perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the moon goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long, dark night. And now, with tides of haughty Fatui swarming into Nodcry, driven by greed, and greed alone.
Look who it is again. Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frost Moon Scions.
That's right! 2 servings each!
Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how—
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now.
But, my lady—
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern left to guide those who stumble in ignorance.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
You!
Hey, look who it is.
Whatever. Where's the meat?
Those stooges really are the worst.
ever since they came to Nodcry with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fatui already know who you are.
Old grudges die hard. We are one of the single biggest roadblocks for the Fatui, because we just show up, fuck everything up. We have beaten so many Harbingers at this point. I think we're roughly, in terms of scaling, about 5th Harbinger level, maybe 4th? I mean, it's confusing because in the story quest, Knave beats our ass. But I'm just gonna say, it's a crock of shit. She cannot do that. We should be able to beat the Knave by this point, based simply on other scaling. But now that we've also gotten full power from Hydro as well as Pyro, we should easily be roughly around 3 or 4.
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we visited.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frost Moon Scions, because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help.
As much as I think the Fatui's plan might be a bit better than we think it is, like mainly like the Tsaritsa's plan, I do hate most of the Fatui members, though. I do hate, like, the general Fatui soldiers.
Just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all. You will always be welcome at the Frost Moon Enclave. May we meet again in the moon's gentle glow.
These are delicious! So refreshingly fresh! Those two Fatui wouldn't know a good thing if it came up and bit them on the shoulder. Looks like Inefa isn't done with her shopping yet, and the Adventurers Guild is still empty. Good idea! Let's see...
Just fucking.
Okay. Paimon's got our route all figured out. This is Nuts and Nuts. This is the Speranza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. This
So we have
is the
crafting,
Pregnancy
food.
Village Greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal.
So I have no idea what to use that
And
for.
This is the Rossum Workshop.
Okay, so that's the
If you ever need a weapon made,
like craft
this is
or
the place
forging.
to go. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa, that way's north, and that looks like something built by the Fatui.
Yeah, it's fucking huge
And
as
then
well.
over there to the west, that must be the place Lauma mentioned. So, what'd you think? Even if Inefa kind of stole her limelight early, she sure is. It'd take hundreds of years of practice to be the best tour guide in all of Tibet.
I still love that she's like, I'm gonna be the best tour guide. I'm gonna be do my best job to be a great tour guide. Literally knows nothing about Tibet. Literally nothing. She didn't know about who Dvalin was. She didn't know any history of any of the nations we've been to. She's just been here to talk for us, pretty much. There hasn't really been like a lot of her actually guiding us. We kind of just went our own way. And she just kind of followed.
Huh?
Which is why she's so
Must
sus.
be someone at the Adventurers Guild now. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Oh, or was there anywhere else you... Where? Which one are you... Oh, anyway. Where we go first is completely up to you.
Oh. Oh, so I can actually like check out the different stuff here. I was going to say, what town, which one are you talking about? Yeah, optional objectives, go to the Adventurers Guild, head to the Curious Shop. Okay, but which one is which? It doesn't tell me. What's what? What's down here? Is this general goods store? Oh my fucking god! It's fucking...
Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the great Lord Sangama Bay your first port of call.
Finally! Dory's here! I genuinely do like Dory. Her design is fucking awesome, by the way. She's got such swag in her design. But also, she's like underrated in her actual like effect. Her actual abilities. They're actually really cool. She's actually one of the characters I have built right now.
Oh dear. So it is the real deal. Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real. Meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients.
Long time no see, Dory.
And with no small thanks to your munificent patronage. Come. How could you just sneak into Not Cry like this without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay? If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute... pulled out all the stops to ensure that your boat ride over was as comfortable as humanly possible. Thank the Archons we didn't tell you. Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it comes to doing business. Well, regardless of whether that's true or not, the main issue here is that we had no idea you had a branch in Notcry. A clever merchant always has a backup plan. Or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunter's arrows. A merchant with stores galore hears no debtors at the door. Since you're both here in Notcry, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs? Whatever you're looking for, I have it. Or if it's Sumeri you're missing, I've got that covered too. We literally just arrived. Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets to take back for our friends? My. Your high-minded tastes never cease to impress. In that case, I know just the thing. You must be on the hunt for something like this?
Like
What's that? Your hat? Information, of course. Information about Nodcry. Locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind.
The moment I saw her model and it like came into view, I was like, "You're fucking kidding me!" I was not expecting Dory to appear in the story at all, outside of her small portion in the Sumeri story, which is just like to submit that she exists. I thought that was gonna be like it, outside of like maybe event content, but no, this is official main storyline stuff.
I knew it! I just knew you'd appreciate the value of my wares. On the back of all our pleasant dealings in the past, I'll even take a hit by throwing in some insider info for free. Wow. You sure are feeling uncharacteristically generous today. What do you mean by uncharacteristically? I am the most generous person. Forget it. The moment I set up shop in Nodcry, it struck me how many different factions there were, all competing against each other for power and influence. Well, as they say, there's no time for business, like a crisis. Things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moon's remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the waters, the greater the potential profit. Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora. Oh, really? But surely it was the tales of an adventurer's paradise that brought you here. The chance to take your very own slice of all the latest and greatest business opportunities? In that case, what would you like to know about? What now? Don't you two get involved in any big business here without so much as a heads up, you hear me? At the very least, consider letting me in as a key investor. The Frost Moon Scions? You mean the people who believe in the Moon Goddess? They're not a bad bunch. It's just, well, they have such simple tastes. No luxuries, no indulgences, no nothing. Trying to earn a little more from that lot is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone. Still, things between them and the Fatui have gotten pretty tense. It's only a matter of time before the powder keg goes boom. And when that happens, that's when business will start to boom too. Oh, they're an organization set up to keep the locals safe. Apparently, they have a long and glorious history, and they're made up entirely of volunteers. But seriously, a volunteer organization in Nodcry? This place is hardly a magnet for noble hearts. No pay, all work? That's not a business model, and it's certainly not for me. Everyone knows they're here for the Ancient Moon's remnants, but no one's sure why they pulled them down in Nodcry of all places. Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me, that Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau of theirs up north hides secrets wilder still. That bunch of booze-loving monstatters? As fellow Outlanders, I thought they'd be easy pickings, but somehow, every single one of our business negotiations wound up at the flagship.
Yes!
I've done plenty of deals with heavy drinkers before, but those guys? I never once made it to the contract signing before blacking out. I'm getting flashback hangovers just thinking about it.
Dory getting drunk trying to get money out of the fucking monsters is just that's so hilarious.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business with some other merchants in Nodcry. And someone's bound to mention a place called the Curatorium of Secrets. Listen to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there, no matter how much trouble you're in. The Curatorium of Secrets? Just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match. Nothing like your friendly neighborhood, Lord Sangama Bay. You're not just saying that to stop your competition from undercutting you. Right? When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp? And after I gave them all that info for free, what do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallet. You're really not convincing anyone, you know. All right. Business is a cutthroat. But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nodcry, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors. Seriously? Fine. If you don't believe me, go see for yourselves. We might both be from Sumeru, but compared to hers, my conscience is so large. Why, you could fill 3 whole palaces of Alcazar's array. But when you realize what I'm saying is true, don't say that good old Lord Sangama Bay didn't warn you.
It's cool that we do actually get Dory here. I don't know if you can actually buy anything though. Nice to run into a familiar face. Yeah, let's go to the Adventurers Guild. None of the other shops are any super useful. The Mead Boy. I can't actually buy any of it? Oh. There should be a place you can, like, buy, like, decorations. We have a robot, guys. Okay, so, okay, so this is the, like, standard food store. Yeah. Right, let's get 100. Cost only a bit. Gets me some jumpstart on some of the new foods that are gonna come up. Then I need to get to... That's fucking Sandrone! You know what? It makes sense that she builds the Catherines, but that's fucking Sandrone. She's just there? Finally, we get to actually see her model. Holy shit. That took way too long to finally see. But goddamn. She's actually here.
Lucky us. The line seems to be gone now. Hey, Catherine.
How ridiculous.
Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very noses. Yet I had not expected to have the pleasure to witness such heights of absurdity firsthand.
But Paimon must have gotten the wrong person?
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon. Look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
Sandrone, baby! She's so pretty! Finally, we also get to see her full design, which is something we never got to see before. And yeah, she does actually have, like, a clockwork thing on the back of her, on her back. She herself is not a robot, but she does seem to have that motif about her. But yes, finally!
A harbinger?
Hopefully, will you be the one handing her permissions from here on
I
out?
told you already, I'm not Catherine. Just how obsessed are you with my machines?
I'm a fucking adventurer! What do you expect? Catherine's from me, but Marionette. And we have been watching her every move. Guild itself hasn't done anything shady, and Catherine's only ever helped us.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning, if you will. You interfered with my work once before, with that little robot. I let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a distraction. But we are in Nodcry now. And as such, I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way. Otherwise, the next time we meet, I might just have to drop all this meaningless etiquette.
Oh, please. You've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the one stirring things up here.
Not to mention, please, you're number 7! We beat a beefed up number 6. We directly fought Max Power 4 and lived to tell the tale. You ain't doing shit. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. We beat the shit out of number 11, and then we went and beat the shit out of number 8, and then we beat the shit out of number 6, and then we fought number 4.
Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nod Cry lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
Yeah, right. More like shady experiments, judging by your massive creepy research facility.
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using your already limited processing capacity to calculate your even more limited options? And, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to Nod Cry, Dominion of the Fatui.
No.
Ugh, Paimon's so mad right now. How can anyone so obviously evil be so annoyingly self-righteous?
So obviously evil, be so annoyingly self-righteous.
If the Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing.
I've been keeping a very close eye on us indeed.
We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Hey,
And
the real Catherine's back.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. How may I help?
You're so much nicer to talk to, Catherine.
she's like, what? What are you talking about? She doesn't have any memory. Yeah, she doesn't have any, like, actual awareness of the fact that, you know, her creator was just right there. And here's Anefa. And here's other Anefa. Yeah, she obviously wanted Anefa, 'cause, you know, robots.
Hello. I was just about to start tracking your whereabouts.
Did you manage to get everything Aino asked for?
I did. What about you?
Not for now. We've seen most of it already.
Any progress with the spaceship?
No. Catherine came back just now, so...
One possible explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available in Nod Cry, it is entirely plausible that the wreck was scrapped for parts.
Aw.
Understood. And that, after all, she was the one who salvaged me. Ancient dragon technology and all. If there really are any unusual parts floating around Nod Cry, there's a high chance they've passed through her hands at some point or another.
Good point. And since you keep mentioning her...
Understood. Then I'll handle navigation as before.
I still cannot get everything from Kake. Maybe I'll get a bunch of other extra quests. Okay, I'm actually getting long-term encounter points again. That's nice. Oh, and Nod Cry is here too. Let's do only Nod Cry. For now. I am interested to see what some of these quests are like. I've already done a shit ton of Nalan ones. I am interested to actually see what these are. I need to build up my encounter points again. It does mean that it takes longer to deal with, it does take longer. My brain stopped working. It does take longer to do my dailies with having to do actual commissions, but it's not that much longer. It takes like 7 minutes to do these.
Huh? That's weird.
The tides of Kuvaki affect everything in Nod Cry. So much so that many creatures have evolved a kind of dependency upon it, growing stronger or weaker as it waxes and wanes.
So you're saying we need to use Kuvaki? Don't be scared. We'll get you out of there soon. Off you go now, little one. Don't go getting yourself caught again.
I mean, I could keep going this way, but this is the reason I have teleports. So I have to walk through all this again. That's something that's just so fucking cool. I love the actual like uses of magnets. Is this close to where that dream or like the memory was from? I think this is it. I think this is actually close to how to think about it.
Here we are. The place Aino and I call home.
Whoa! So many machines that Paimon's never even seen before.
That is correct. It looks like Aino has created 3 more little bots since I've been gone.
Aww. Well,
I missed her too.
let's not keep her waiting any longer then.
Yeah, she's gonna be surprised that her robot salvage robot creation has a fucking vision now.
Aino, I'm back.
There she is. She's so adorable.
Ineffa? You're back significantly earlier than I expected. Like a whole 30 minutes at least.
Everything went very smoothly, which saved me quite a bit of time. I know. Could you turn around for a moment? I know.
I've been on my best behavior the whole time you've been gone. She's got chocolate all over her mouth.
I know. While I was away, did you strictly abide by my tailor-made snack intake schedule?
Oh, of course I did. 1 whole cake, 1 crumb cake, and 1 pack of chocolates a day.
It was either a cake or a crumb cake or a pack of chocolates per day.
Oh, shoot.
When did you finish the snack stash I left for you?
Literally just earlier today.
Let me just go run a scan on that.
I meant today, a week ago.
And
She's
then
so
you
adorable.
restocked an entire week's worth on your own initiative?
2 weeks worth. Why does Paimon feel like the roles in this household are pretty much the opposite of what she imagined?
Yeah, she made Ineffa, but now Ineffa is taking care of Aino.
Calculation complete. Aino's recommended snack calorie intake for the next 4 weeks. 0.
No more snacks for you, young lady.
No fair! You're a meanie, Ineffa.
This is what happens when you break an agreement.
Oh, come on! Don't do this to me! I only ate a teeny bit extra every day.
That is objectively not a teensy bit extra.
Aw, seriously? If you'd only arrived half an hour later, I would have had everything cleaned up and you wouldn't have noticed a thing.
My favorite part is that they both came to the same time schedule. Like on the dot. They both went. They're both counting to be half an hour late or earlier than normal. Like they're saying it multiple times to make sure people notice. But I have no doubt that people will not notice.
But now that I think about it, you even said you'd come back a bit earlier than you did. But then, you were away so long. Oh.
I know. I am very sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm back now.
So, will I be able to keep eating snacks as usual
You
now?
guilt-tripping little shit.
Negative. Okay. Well, given that I am later than I initially projected, I'll let it slide.
Thanks, Ineffa!
I know. Allow me to introduce.
It's the honorary knight in Paimon! I know. Uncle Varka talks about you guys all the time. Nice to meet you, I know. Ineffa's told us all about you, too. Huh? Well, she's not wrong. Oh, yeah. So, you're here to see Uncle Varka, right? A couple of days ago, he suddenly said he had to head
Please tell me
out
this
on
is when I
business,
finally get her.
and that he might not be back for a while. He asked me to let you know if I saw you. Yeah, we heard about that at the flagship. Nope. Just told me to take good care of you guys and make sure you feel right at home.
I like the literal like
Need my
mechanical
help
part.
with anything Sure wouldn't know it from that snack tantrum she just threw. A spaceship, huh? Exactly! No. Oh. Nope means nope. More specifically, by nope, I mean, I've never seen a single piece of tech in all of Notcry that might have come from out of this world. Not in any new machines or in any old ones either. Huh.
What Aino means is that your spaceship almost certainly has not been disassembled nor repurposed as parts for other machines.
I love how her little legs are just like dangling off.
Oh, so that's what she was getting at. Yep. I've taken apart pretty much all the fun stuff in this city at one point or another, but I don't recall ever seeing any components that were anywhere near that special. So, either your spaceship crashed somewhere it's never been found, or someone did find it and then hid it really, really well. But who would even do something like that?
Tui.
It's me. Maybe someone who thought they could stash it away for a rainy day. Anyway, long story short, I
She also
definitely
reveals her
haven't seen
speak
anything like
spot.
that. Besides, sounds like it would practically be ancient history by now. If anyone still has any leads on what really happened, it'd be the Frost Moon Scions. The Frost Moon Scion? Huh? Haven't heard of them yet?
There wasn't enough time to delve deeper into their history and traditions.
What kind of rich... I've never actually seen them myself. Just heard bits and pieces here and there. They say that each of their moonchanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past. Not sure exactly how it's meant to work. I can't get my head around anything that can't be explained by either machines or science. And to tell you the truth, I don't like it much either. Looks like we'll have to try our luck with the Frost Moon Scions. Aw, leaving so soon?
It's getting late, I know, and these two still need to head over to Hisi Island. It would not be convenient for them to linger much longer.
Aw. Don't worry. We'll be sure to drop in on you as often as we can. Really? You promise? Sounds like my type of visitors.
I'll be staying to look after Aino today, so I won't be going with you.
Hey, don't sweat it. We'll find our way just fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I must admit, I have very much missed the charging bed that Aino made for me.
Is that where I get her? Finally!
Here to play with me? My name's Aino.
Fucking finally, dude. That took so fucking long. Okay, I'm gonna make a new team. First of all, I'm gonna grab Aino. She's all the way down here. And then it'll be Aino, and then you. And then probably keep you. And then probably grab you, actually.
Don't tell me they did it again.
Wait, what was that? Yeah, finally have her. Grab this. Oh, she doesn't ever hit the ground with it. Oh, that's cool. I like the little flick. That's a really unique attack. It goes all the way up. Well, she almost falls, but she does that. I like how she kind of actually uses the tail thing, which is also like a machine sitting on her back. And a little back as a sort of like balancing device. Cool. That's all I wanted to do. I just needed to get to this point. Very nice. Very nice.